Hello, my name is Rebecca Staten-Reinstein, and I want to share my experiences working with multiple bosses. To do that, please join me for Managing Multiple Bosses, The Art and Science of Managing Up, Thursday, September 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, sponsored by Audio Webinars and Compliance Solutions. I was working for a large corporation when my colleague and I were called into our boss's office and informed that we'd be working for two executives. Marco was new to the company and had a reputation as an innovator. James had been with the company a long time and had a reputation for getting things done. Then the fun began. We were frustrated. We were confused. These two guys were totally different. Marco was outgoing and easy to talk to, while James was all business. They constantly were at cross purposes. We had all sorts of things that were driving us mad. We were close to walking away. You see, both of them wanted 100% of our time. And they proceeded as if we worked with them full times and were needed to accomplish everything, which was very difficult. They required different types of communication. Marco wanted brief plans and reports. He wanted 5 bullet points with a lot of white space on his reports. If we had more, went into greater detail, he said, "Come back when you know what you're talking about." On the other hand, he organized fun team-building events out in the park and celebrated birthdays and anniversaries with dinner out at a restaurant. James was very detailed. He wanted detailed plans and long, detailed reports with lots of charts and graphs. During the discussion, he would say things like, I noticed on page 7 that the graph doesn't really agree with the information you have on page 2. Please explain what that difference is." He seldom smiled. He wanted no part of the celebrations. However, he was competent and he did help us get things done. Perhaps the most frustrating was that they did not talk or communicate well with one another, despite the fact that their offices were right next door to each other. Now, we've seen the same kinds of frustrations going on with people we've coached who had multiple bosses, and we want to share with you what we have found that can really work. We want to be able to help you find your way through the multiple boss maze. We're going to talk about learning how to flex your style, creating a clear plan and expectations, setting boundaries as you manage up, resolving conflicting expectations between the multiple bosses, and creating a career growth opportunity for yourself. In this webinar, we're going to give you detailed information about how to do each of these important approaches so that you're increasing your effectiveness and getting the results that are expected of you. The question is, how will you navigate the multiple boss challenges to meet your goals? Well, we're going to talk about how to meet those goals, those challenges of communication, planning, managing up, expectations. And you're going to learn these details so that you'll have greater satisfaction as you're more successful. The key is choosing to make it work. As you learn how to do these things and create your own personal development plan, you're going to evolve your plan and yourself as you go along. So please join us for all the detailed information about how to manage multiple bosses, the art and science of managing up, Thursday, September 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Sponsored by Audio Webinars and Compliance Solutions. Thanks, and I'll see you on September 7th.